When your TOTO Washlet remote suddenly cuts out, the immediate reaction is usually that the unit is permanently broken. But a completely dead remote is rarely a death sentence for the hardware. This diagram maps out the three actual causes for an unresponsive unit: a localized power loss in the remote, a dropped synchronization handshake, or environmental interference blocking the signal. To test these variables, you will need a fresh pair of high-quality AA batteries and physical access to the main power outlet where the washlet is plugged in. By systematically testing power, connection, and environment in that exact order, we can pinpoint the failure point and avoid spending hundreds of dollars on unnecessary replacement parts. Step 1 is eliminating the remote's local power supply as the point of failure. Slide off the back cover of your remote and take out the old batteries completely. Wait 30 full seconds before putting new ones in. The remote's small capacitors hold residual electrical charge. Waiting allows that energy to drain completely. Now, insert your fresh batteries, matching the positive and negative polarities with the markings stamped inside the plastic housing. Snap the cover back securely and press the rear wash or stop button. We're testing to see if the issue was strictly a dead battery. Statistically, local power depletion is the most frequent culprit. Ruling it out definitively lets us move on to core system memory without second-guessing our hardware. If the remote is still dead, we need to clear the main washlet's memory. Take the batteries back out of the remote, then physically unplug the washlet's main power cord from the wall outlet. This animation shows the internal data cache of the washlet. You must leave it unplugged for 1 full minute. This 60-second discharge clears the volatile memory and dumps any corrupted software loops that might be blocking the signal. Once the minute is up, plug the washlet back into the wall first. Let the unit finish its mechanical boot sequence. You will hear the internal motors humming, and only then reinsert the batteries into the remote. Forcing a hard reset like this creates a clean slate for both components. If a localized software glitch was ignoring your remote commands, this sequence clears it out. Our next step is re-establishing the direct wireless connection. Because pairing protocols vary by model, check your specific owner's manual for the exact button combination required to force a new wireless handshake between the remote and the seat. This spatial map illustrates how the remote's radio frequencies travel. If you have large metallic objects like trash cans or other electronic devices between the remote and the seat, the waves bounce off or get absorbed, breaking the line of sight. Move any metal obstacles out of the way. Then hold the remote right next to the washlet's receiver and attempt to run a wash cycle from just a few inches away. By forcing a fresh pairing and establishing a clear, close-range line of sight, you isolate whether the communication breakdown is coming from your bathroom layout rather than a broken transmitter. There is one more common hurdle: the safety interlock mechanism. To prevent accidental water sprays, the washlet's built-in occupancy sensor will intentionally ignore all remote commands if it thinks the seat is empty. Looking at this schematic, the system requires full physical contact or complete covering of this highlighted rear quadrant to recognize a user. A hovering stance or sitting too far forward will not engage it. Sit down fully, ensuring your weight rests heavily on that sensor zone, and try pressing the remote buttons again. Bypassing this interlock often reveals a ghost failure. It proves the hardware and connection are completely fine, but the system was actively suppressing your commands, exactly as it was designed to do. You will know the diagnostic protocol worked the moment you hear the washlet beep, see the wand extend, or verify that water begins to flow. However, if the unit remains completely unresponsive after resetting the power, syncing the connection, and triggering the sensor, you are dealing with a hard failure. At this stage, the fault lies within the remote itself, the seat's internal receiver, or the main circuit board. Your final step is to contact TOTO customer support with this diagnostic information or order a replacement remote. Because you have systematically ruled out batteries, synchronization drops, and sensor errors, you now possess the exact empirical data required to process a warranty claim or confidently invest in replacement hardware.